When selecting your route, be sure it's one even the weakest member of your group can handle. And be sure to allow plenty of time.
Hey, I'm not that old. Sure, I've gained some weight over the years, a little bit bigger. I am a little bit active, but I definitely need to step it up. My name's Dan. I'm 50 years old right now. That's my daughter Chantel. She's 19. My son Noah is 13, going into high school. After our PCT adventure, I have a little trip planned with my son. He knows about it, and I've actually started saving for that. You have to have fun in life, and you have to be a little bit silly. You might as well. It's good to laugh.
Pew, pew, pew. Cause if you're a real raver.
Summer of 2019, the three of us took off to Europe for 18 days. Had tons of fun, jumped on planes and trains, and hit a bunch of countries. But it was so nice to get away. We need adventures. I think Chantel will be the star of the show on our hike. Obviously, she's young, strong, and I think she'll be able to do this. Obviously, it'll be grueling. Me, on the other hand, being older, I have to get my body in shape. And mentally, I'm in. Physically, it's going to be a challenge. Might be the other way for her. Physically, she'll be fine. Mentally, it might be tough. I think the hard part for her is missing her friends. I asked her if she told any of them, and I guess they don't understand going for a walk for 6 months, and they won't be able to talk to her. But the one cool thing is, I'll get to hang out with her, and I'm sure we'll practice our TikTok moves. Hey, let's take some time, go over this hike with you so you understand what we're doing, what we're up against, and what we're looking forward to.
My favorite place to be is right here. Not thinking about what brings me down, yeah. My favorite way to be without fear is in the now. I'm learning how.
My daughter and myself are going to hike northbound on the Pacific Crest Trail. We're going to leave from the Mexican border, hike all the way up through California, into Oregon, Washington, up to the Canadian border. The first 700 miles is basically through the desert, and it's going to kill us. No, it's going to kill me. Getting out of the heat will be town days, where we'll resupply, shower, wash our clothes, maybe even have a little bite to eat at a restaurant. But really the goal is resupply. Get enough food, organize it, mail it forward for the points along the trail where there really isn't a good food supply. If we're lucky, we might get a motel, a hostel to help us shower, rest our head on a nice comfy bed. Other than that though, it's sleeping in our tents, night in, night out, day after day, waking up with a new view in front of us. In the desert, you want to get up really early, get in as many miles as you can before the afternoon, because the afternoon the sun's going to get you. When people think about what would the desert be like north of Mexico, is it going to be flat? Not really. Yes, sure, there's some flat parts, but there's a lot of little mountain ranges, a lot of elevation ranging from 3,000 feet up to 9,000 feet above sea level. Naturally, when you rise in elevation, what are you going to find? Snow, some ice. So you just got to get through it. Put your spikes on. Hopefully try to get out as early as you can when the snow is hard and you don't fall through it and have to post hole. Through the desert, you have to carry your water, have siestas in the afternoon, because you just really got to get to Kennedy Meadows. You get to Kennedy Meadows, and that's the gateway to the Sierra Mountains. And that's where things change. Got to get a bear can, an ice axe, spikes, because what's up ahead is more challenging, but also super, super stunning. It's going to take us approximately 6 weeks to get from the Mexican border to the Sierras. But we need to time it right because we need the snow to melt on the Sierras, but not enough where the rivers are so high and we can't cross them. It's got some of the most dangerous river crossings in the Sierra Mountains. So it's going to be about June when we start into the Sierras. In the Sierras, you might only go a couple miles a day, 5 miles, when normally we already have our trail legs. We're probably pushing 15 to 20 miles a day on average. This mountain range has some spectacular views, but the heights are up there. 11,000, 12,000, 13,000 feet are some of these passes. It's a little bit sketchy with the cold, the wind, hopefully good conditions, snow, ice a little bit. We'll be careful. The adrenaline will lock us in. But don't worry, we will definitely take in the views. Come with us, follow us, support us. Follow along on our podcast, A Long Walk North. You'll find it on Spotify, Apple, many other places that podcasts are found. A Long Walk North can be found on YouTube. We're going to vlog from the trail. As we move out of the Sierras, we'll really pick up speed. Oregon. Oregon is next. Also very beautiful and stunning. Hit our website, hikethepct.ca. You'll find some information about us, our hike, our gear list, all the news about the planning and the hike itself. You'll find all of the links to follow us. You'll also find ways to support us. This is a ridiculous trip to plan, as it is to hike. This trip is probably going to cost us close to $18,000 for both of us to hike it. The full breakdown of what we're saving for, how much we have saved, the different odd jobs that we're doing is on our website. We have a raising money and support page, so check it out. There, you'll even find a link that if you wanted to buy us a burger for lunch, you could do that. Even a beer after a long, hot day. Definitely check out the link for our Patreon. Whether it's $1 a month, $3 a month, you can really support us. By being a follower or a friend or something more, you'll unlock different bonus contents, rewards, merchandise. So check it out. I think it'd be worthwhile. We would definitely appreciate it. Washington is the home stretch. It is definitely stunning. Some people think it offers some of the best views on the trail. But Canada is close. We need to get to Canada before the snow really flies, because then we won't be able to make it. The rush to the border. It's ahead of us. So much is behind us. Thank you from both of us. Thank you for taking the time to understand our trip. But definitely follow along. We want to hear your comments, your questions as our push to Canada is upon us. We can't do it without you.